Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be Flash, gonna be Larva, gonna be Eclipse. Holy smokes, does it get better than this? I don't know. Top right, it's gonna be Larva. Man, we love Larva. He is such an excellent swarming Zerg player. And in the bottom left, it is Flash. We do love Flash. Everybody loves Flash. For reasons that are obvious. Alright, so Terror the Overlord scouting out here on Eclipse. It is a take on Third World, but it does not have the gimmick of Third World. It's freely accessible up here, right? On Eclipse, not so much on Third World. What do we got? What do we got happening here? Is Flash going to go for the SK Terran shenanigans? That's the question. And what are we going to do to try to counter that if we're Larva? Obviously, Lurkers are going to be good. Maybe some Ultralisks would be good too. But definitely, if we get there, some Defilers would be really, really nice. But for now, nothing too nuts happening, right? No proxies here from Flash. He's taking Larva very, very seriously. Boom. And the second Overlord indicates that we're obviously, yeah, we're going to go for a hatch first play here. And on the other side, Rack's opening. Not going for the CC first. It's a two-player map, a little bit more punishable by a Zerg player on a two-player map to do that. There's your hatch. There's your no gas, no pool yet. There's the pool. Sub 2 minutes coming down. And this drone is going to be an extractor. As soon as we have enough. There we go. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. I've got an OG cast coming tomorrow. 1.15 Nada versus Savior game, which, woo, that's going to be a ton of fun. Check it out. OG graphics on a patch that we cannot cast replays from anymore. It's just a little bit too much of a chance that the replay is broken if you try to load it in the current client. So, yeah, I found a program called StarCraft Classic Installer, which lets you switch between different versions of StarCraft all the way back to, like, 1.02, I feel like, which is, like, 2003. Anyway, fantastical stuff. Really, really glad that I found that program. I'm glad I finally got it to work. We are going for a lair before speed. We know the plays. This is an RJB replay. He sent it to me as a DEF CON 1 replay. He said, this is amazing. This is great. And you know what? I trust RJB. Check him out. youtube.com/@RJB_TV. Another barracks coming up. Getting dat gas is our guy. Flash. Yeah, this is feeling... timing on the gas is feeling more and more light. This is just going to be, you know, barracks, barracks, barracks. We're going to get a factory, but solely to get science vessels. And I know a lot of you Terran fans do not like SK Terran. I don't think I said this theory recently, but my general theory with this is that the longer the game goes on, for an SK Terran versus Zerg match, the more likely it is the Zerg wins. They get more tools out to deal with it. They get ultras. Their Defiler count gets pretty high, and that just straight up counters SK Terran, you know? Especially if you've been able to pick off any of those science vessels throughout the game, which, if you're a good Zerg, you probably have. But the shorter the game is, the better it is for SK Terran, because the Tier 3 stuff is not as readily available for the Zerg. They're trying to deal with SK Terran using things like Lurkers without Dark Swarm, right? Or maybe some Hydras. Maybe some Lings that don't have Adrenal yet. You know what I mean? The thing to counter SK Terran for Zerg, it's not a thing. It's a combination of things, and all of them are Tier 3. So I feel like the longer the game goes, the more likely it is that SK Terran just kind of gets smashed. So, third base coming up. No big deal. SCV is going to scout this thing, and we might see a move out. Going to take down that third base of a Zerg is a very, very big, risky move. If you can pull it off, though, it's gonna be awesome. It'll be super, super great for you. And look, he's moving out. He's like, all right, third base. Third base. What's up? Engineering bay further. Yeah, I mean, engineering bay, no sign of a factory at all. We're not getting any vultures. We might get vultures in this game because we've talked about this before. Oh, Lings. What do they want to do? They want to try to kill a medic, but they're, yep, her buddies show up. Shut that down. And there's, oh, and then making a fire bat to plug this hole. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. This guy plugs the hole. This guy moves out, and we're moving. We're moving out to that third base as we do. Guess who's making Mutalisks, though? Larva is. 6 of them on the way. Can I tell you how much I love... Oh, yep. Got to cancel on that third just by showing up. Before there was anything to defend it, there wasn't enough to defend it. Oh, this is so good from Flash. He didn't kill it, but forcing a cancel is almost as good. Oh, crap. Lings, get inside the house. Fire bats, get them. No, they can't. They don't have the range of Marines. That's dead. Marine. Yep. Oh, fire bats. Why'd you stop chasing, guys? You could have saved that Marine's life. And fawoosh. There it is. Fawoosh and down. All right. So the Mutas, their job now is to keep Flash occupied enough so that the third base actually comes up. That would be nice, right? Right. Range on the way for the Marines. +1 attack. Turrets coming in because, of course, turrets are coming in. Additional ones beyond the ones that already exist. As we continue to add to the Muta count here while this third base is delayed. That's a scan, and he scanned up here to see if there's any Mutas up in this area. There were any Mutalisks up in that area. All right, let's go, Mutas. Run, Mutas, run! Pew, 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 pew. Bah. Take that, SCVs. How dare you do your jobs? Mutaflock looking healthy. Made 2 volley down turrets. Not quite yet. 3 volley. You're just taking too many hits, but man, maybe it's working. Marines dying, fire bats. Medics getting wiped out too, and the Mutas are not getting too greedy here. They're going to sit at the front in the safe space they've created and take down some missile turrets. Oh, supply blocking Flash like a boss. 44 available supply, 52 used by Flash. He's making 2 supply depots to account for it. He will be unsupply blocked soon. This third base from Larva, though. This third base from Larva, I don't know if he can save it. The Mutas have to almost straight up engage with this, but oh, way to pick off 2 of the 3 medics already. Dude, this Muta flock. Are we giving them upgrades? Yeah, giving them +1 attack, but it's not done yet. These Mutas, they do. They actually defend this third base with their own lives. Some of them have died, but it's working out. Look at this guy with 5 HP. He gets pulled to the back. Great Muta micro, and this whole group gets wiped. I don't know, something like 5 Mutas probably died during that engagement, but keeping the third base alive, yeah, that was paramount to Larva's decision-making there. That alive means he can stay in this game. If he doesn't have it, he pretty much has to GG. I mean, he doesn't have to, but it would not be good at all. Dude, fire bats. Ah! They don't like Mutas. Ah, turret bunker never goes up. Oh, Flash. Both players doing a lot of work, but I feel like Larva's kind of taken the lead a bit here the last couple minutes, trying to make it a Zerg situation for him. That 4 turret setup is just, yeah, Muta death sound tells us everything about that. They do have +1. Science facility is on the way, and that is a stack of 11 Mutas with an Overlord in there somewhere in that control group. We just can't see it. Yeah, I mean, 1, 2. 2 volleying down turrets. 1. Nope, not the greatest. There you go. Not the greatest attack. That's okay. He just lost it. He just lose 2 Mutas? 3 Mutas. Yeah, so Flash knows you got to have enough turrets to deal with these shenanigans. Oh, Muta's getting that engineering bay would be amazing. Yeah, these Mutas are dying, but they are taking Marines and medics with them. The repair on that engineering bay is going to keep it alive. And look at all this droning that Larva's been doing behind this. 43 to 45 workers. Terran's up, but not by that much. Ah. Okay, so we've stabilized a bit. Look at this, Hive Tech, right? He's like, I saw how many Marines were out there. We get Hive Tech, we get Defiler Mounds out, we get Adrenal. All of the pieces are coming together. Lurkers added in too, really, for the first time. I haven't seen any Lurker play because all the gas has been going to Mutalisks for the first 10 minutes of the game. And speed for Lings, I suppose. We've seen a lot of Ling stuff, though. It's really just been Mutas trying to hold the fort down. Okay, well, Science Vessels are out. Irradiate's almost done, so I think that's it. I think we've reached late game here. As soon as Adrenal's done and Consume is done, we're at late game TVZ. It's going to be this, and it's going to be this until the end of time. Marines, Medics, Science Vessels, Irradiates, Plagues, Dark Swarms. Right? All the pieces are here. We're not going to... Maybe we might see Ultras from Larva if this game goes on long enough, but we're not really going to add anything else to the stew. Okay, and I just always want to point out, the reason SK Terran looks good for Flash is because he keeps his Science Vessels alive. There we go. That was a beautiful combination of targeting the Scourge while moving the Science Vessels at the same time, which is not easy. We see plenty of elite Terran players try to do that, fail miserably, lose their Science Vessels, and it puts them behind every time. But Flash, man, he will lose Science Vessels. I'm not saying he never, ever, ever loses an SV here, but he does, you know, he'll get one picked off here or there, maybe a couple, but he does a great job not sending them out alone ahead of the pack, especially when Scourge already exists. Tries to keep them protected as much as he can, and it pays off. It's what makes this whole strategy go. Ooh, these Adrenal Lings. Not quite enough of them against 1-1 Marines with Stim in range. All right. 51 to 41 workers. The drone count went down for Larva because of macro hatches and Nidus canals and more macro hatches. Hey, you know how much Zerg players love a macro hatch. You sure do. All right. Is Flash going to try to take a third base over here? Seems like... he is. Yep, got a third base constructed. Gonna float it on over, which is safer than building it over here. Protoss and Zerg definitely wish that they could do that, but no, you have to build it on site. You have to actually have army to defend it the whole time, and it's really vulnerable, and it totally sucks. Oh, there we go. Lurker positioning. This group's probably dead. Like, unless there's a pickup available for him, because this is a dead end. There's no way out from here. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, just, yeah, sure, whatever. We'll sack those guys. Ooh, coming around the backside, though. Radiate. See, this is why having your Science Vessels alive is so awesome. Rant, 3, 4 Lurkers insta-killed. Not insta-killed, but taken out of the game. Boom. That easy. Another one. Probably gonna die. Another one. Not. It doesn't have to be irradiated. Just gets Marine focused down here. Marines are still at 1-1. 2 is on the way, but it's a slow upgrade because it is so powerful. Anybody that has an attack that is fast and repeated often, and you give them an attack upgrade, is super good. Oh, is that a hold position Lurker and a Plague? What a trap laid by Larva in all the chaos of this game. How fast do these players' minds work, man? There's a billion things happening. Plague on Science Vessels. We'll see if Flash repairs these or not. Yeah, these Adrenalings, man. These good old 0 attack +1 armor Adrenalings. That's what we're here for. Chitinous plating coming in. Yeah, Ultras are at least somewhat on the menu. Nice Plague again. Defiler gets away with it. Might get an Irradiate to the face, though, and does. He knows. The Defiler knows. Oh my gosh, sick Plagues again. The good news for Terran fans is that Larva doesn't have a 4th yet, which this Marine knows. This is really the only viable place for a 4th. You could try to Ninja here, Ninja down here, but harder to defend First Dark Swarm of the day. Second Dark Swarm of the day. That Link thought he was protected by Dark Swarm. He was not. Firebat in here. Just 4 kills on that dude. Having a great time. Another sick Plague. But Firebat's executing that Defiler within the safety of the Dark Swarm. Lings jump into the Dark Swarm eagerly. More Firebats in here, though. This is very nice implementation and reintroduction of Firebats into the comp from Flash. What are these Lings trying to do? I'm trying to get a surround, but Flash just casually pulls back. Pulls it back. Scourge are gonna get a connection. No! Yes! That's a connection. Okay, 2 Science Vessels die, so what I'm talking about. It's almost impossible to keep every single Science Vessel alive against somebody as good as a Larva with their Scourge. Another Dark Swarm Ling attack here, blah. However, 147 to 89 supply in Flash's favor right now is good, and I just want to point out again, no 4th base for Larva. None. I'm going to maybe try to expand down here. Titan Reactor coming in. D-Matrix. Oh, that was the sound of D-Matrix on a Science Vessel to absorb a Scourge hit. That's what it was. Coming up this ramp for these Lings is not going to be great. Dude, 4th base, no. Definitely not. Dude, Flash's game sense. He showed up when that thing had just started being built. Still can't quite get up this ramp to the 3rd, but guess what? You don't have to. Look at these. Oh, gosh. These Lings just get caught out. They try to go here. No. They might try to come up this ramp, but there's a bunker here, which just means, again, no. Flash is just refusing to get Ling run by. Scourge. Oh, okay. See, again, 2 more Science Vessels go down. But both of these Scourge are irradiated, or both of these Lurkers are irradiating Scourge. Lol. The Ultralisks are here. The Ultralisks have joined the plan, but it's only 1, so it easily gets burned down by this amount of stimmed 2-2 Marines. And yep, that's a canceled base there too. Dude, the base denial. Okay, this base needs to go down if Larva's going to stay in this game. So he Dark Swarm Ling Ultras it, shuts it absolutely all the way down, forces a liftoff, evacuates the SCVs out of the house. Nice Plague on this responding group of Marines here. And irradiating the Defiler. Where'd the Ultra go? He's right here. He's still having a great time. Okay, that's exactly what Larva needed to do this. But it's 165 to 96 supply. Yeah, Larva at 18 minutes doesn't have a 4th base, not for lack of trying. The base denial here has been insane. And the good news is you can lift off your base, send some units to wipe out the incursion, and then the SCVs come back and work, the ones that are still alive anyway. Flash, 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 100-yard dash. This is a really bad position for Marines. Okay, so they all die. It's a little bit closer into Larva's favor here. Nice Plague. Are these Science Vessels all plagued? No. Apparently some of them are not. Hooray! New 4th base attempt here by Larva. 12 o'clock. He needs this 4th base. Okay. All right. I was talking about how good Flash is at keeping the Science Vessels alive, and he's lost 6, 7, 8 in this game. He's lost 8 Science Vessels. Free Defiler is free. And look, this group distracting. This group sneaking up. Goodbye, 4th base. Oh, that's gorgeous stuff here from Flash. This is one of the better ZVTs I've seen him play. Sure, sometimes his groups get wiped out. He's playing against Larva. You're not going to make Larva look silly, I can tell you that much. I don't think I've ever cast a ZVT wherein Larva looks overmatched and just completely lost. This is as close as it's come. To not have a 3rd base at 20 minutes is unconscionable. 143 to 85 supply. See you later, alligator. I mean, this has been a while, crocodile here. Yeah, Ling's not so good without Dark Swarm or Plague support, or Ultra support for that matter. I mean, unless they're fighting a single unarmed medic, in which case they're great. Yeah, these little groups of Lings keep trying to like come down and set up a place. He can double expanding again, trying to get that 4th base. He's probably going to expand up here too. He's got the money for it. There's a nice Dark Swarm. Flash is otherwise occupied, so this whole group is going to die. Well, not all of them, but most of them are going to die. Yeah, 2-2 cracklings, y'all. But against 3-3 Marines, another science vessel dies. Another one takes a hit. 140 to 63 supply. That's it. Larva. GG's out. And Flash is our winner. Woo! That was awesome. That was a super, super, super great. What an absolutely crazy 20-minute ZVT there. It wasn't 30 minutes. It wasn't 40 minutes. It wasn't an hour-long ZVT. It was 20 minutes, but it felt like a 35, 40-minute ZVT. It was action everywhere. Bases were dying. Well, mostly getting canceled. This one did die. But yeah, Flash's goal here today was let's delay the 3rd base for Larva, deal with the Mutalisk harassment as much as we can. When it feels safe, expand to a 3rd, and then just poke the 3rd base sometimes for Larva, see if we can take it down. No? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and deny the 4th, wherever he might try to take it. Shut it down. Larva tried to expand everywhere on the map, except for this base, I guess, as a potential 4th. And it didn't work. Oh, what the what? What the what? Missed that? Where on earth? Yeah, I thought I did a good job opsing this game. I feel like I did a pretty good job. But then there was some boxer maneuver shenanigans. And that's part of why Larva attacked. He really could never get up to that gajillion, 65, 70 worker count on 3 bases. Not gonna happen. Right, this group, and then he's trying to expand down here, but a Marine finds this because Flash is everywhere. He sees all, he knows all. He is omnipotent. And then at some point, these science vessels go on a magical mystery journey on their own. With nothing, no support. They're like, boy, I sure hope there aren't any Scourge up here. What a risky play by Flash, man. When he boxer maneuvers it, there's 40 drones. Larva is too busy trying to save his 4th base down here. Oh, that's what he was distracted by. That's why he didn't get out of the Dark Swarm immediately, because this happened and knocked him down to 26 drones. That was it. That was the coup de grace. Awesome. I mean, super, super, super awesome. Man. All right. Well, that was amazing. I don't know if I want to epic tag that, but that was a super, super good ZVT. Honestly, it's Flash and Larva. Like, who's going to be like, meh, I'm going to skip that one. I know who's going to win that. You do not know who's going to win that. Larva played really, really well. Flash was just better. He was everywhere. He was moving his dudes. I'd say it wasn't so much Science Vessel protection that won him this game. A lot of it was just macro. A lot of it, look at this, 84 minerals at the end of the game. A lot of it was small groups, being everywhere, keeping an eye on everything, shutting down any attempt of a 4th base, defending what he has as well as he can. And just taking advantage of the fact you can lift a command center, right? Because, yeah, if this is a Protoss, the 3rd base that dies, this is a long time coming back. But for Flash, it's like, oh, you lift, bring some Marines in, kill the stuff, and land, and we're good to go. It's a nice advantage that Terrans have. Every race has them. I'm not going to say Terrans are OP, because they're not, but GG, man. That was great. That was so great. 130,000 points, 129,000 points. Flash wins, but I mean by about 1,000 total points there. Not that points tell us everything. Larva outproducing Flash, getting outkilled by Flash by a similar margin here. That was close. 9 buildings raised by Larva, and the money usually tells the story here. Yeah, Larva outspends Flash by only about 2,000 resources in 20 minutes. Nope, needed that 4th base or needed to kill Flash's 3rd base, like, for realsies. He needed to kill that 3rd base and keep it dead. Couldn't do it, so Flash gets the win. Okay, so that right there is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.